couple that we have not talked about yet this season, and that is Saria and Troy. So, one eagle eyed Reddit user noticed that when Troy was holding his phone up while he was driving, they noticed that he had a dating app on his phone. So he has a black singles dating app. I don't know if it's called BLK or black, but BLK is like the initials that they have on the app. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, is he sneaking around on Saria? I highly doubt it. I'm sure that Saria keeps pretty good tabs on Troy. But for those of you guys who don't know, they actually are polygamous, and he actually went live like a couple months ago saying that he was looking for a little submissive woman to be in the bedroom with him and Zaria. And he's like, yeah, me and Zaria are the dominants, and we want a submissive girl that's gonna pretty much do what we say. I'm just waiting for one of these seasons for them to come on and pop up with a girlfriend all of a sudden. And I guess Troy hasn't really been too close with his mom, just because his mom and him are always going back and forth, because she'll get mad, spill all his business on Facebook Live, then he gets mad, and then Zaria gets involved, and it's just a whole freaking mess. So he has been keeping his distance, and when Karen tried to call him in a confessional and he didn't answer, Saria had the biggest smile on her face. She was loving every minute of the fact that he was not talking to his mother. But his mother was relentless. She kept trying to call him, and eventually he called her back, and he's like, what the heck do you want? And she's like, it's about your brother Vaughn. I can't find him. I need your help. And he's like, what's going on? And she refused to tell him anything else about what was going on. She's like, you have to pull up on me and talk to me in person. Things are still pretty rocky with Zaria and Troy's mother, and Troy just wants to get things taken care of. So he tells Zaria, hey, I'm going to step out for a moment. I'm going to go take care of some family business. I just need you to stay here. And as soon as Zaria heard that he didn't want her to come, she immediately started assuming, oh, he must be out here cheating on me because he doesn't want me to come. But it's like, okay, his family is going through personal things. You should let him deal with things with his family without always having to be there attached to his hip. Like, I'm sure there's things that she does with her family every now and then without him being there. He pulled up on his mom. He gets out the car and he's like, where's my brother? Where's Vaughn? And she's like, I don't know. He's a grown-ass man. I ain't checking for no grown-ass man. He's 26 years old. And Troy's like, well, does he have a car? Does he have stable housing? Because at this point, nobody knows where he is. And I'm pretty sure this is the son that lives with Karen most of the time, because I remember Karen going live and always being there with him and saying, oh, this is the son that lives with me. And I'm pretty sure I remember all this going down in real time when she did go live and said that something happened with Vaughn and they ended up getting into some fight over something. I can't remember. I want to think it was because a girlfriend he had. It was something. I can't remember the exact reason, but Vaughn ended up leaving, and Troy was concerned for him, and he's like, well, maybe you should try to figure out where he is. And Karen doesn't want to try to find him. She's like, if he wants to talk to me, he can reach out to me. And Troy was like, well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe your relationships would be better with your sons and your family if you try to reach out to people every now and then. Like, it shouldn't just be a one-way street. And I do agree right there. Like, Karen should show that she wants to make an effort. Then when Troy and his mom were sitting in a confessional, she's talking about how Troy wasn't no sad-ass kid. I was there for him. And Troy was like, I beg to differ. And I wonder if she had that same attitude when he was a child. Like, if she would sit there and be like, oh, well, if he wants to talk to me, he can reach out to me. Then Troy told Karen that, hey, I just don't want to reach out to you and get disrespected the whole time. Like, if you haven't reached out to me, then it doesn't seem like you really, had time to think about what you've been doing and realize, okay, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe I shouldn't have said my son's wife has herpes and all the other kind of crazy stuff that Karen has said on Facebook Live before. What I think happens with Karen is Karen, like, starts drinking. And, when people start drinking, they're a lot quicker to say what's on their mind. And I think she does not have a filter. And being on live when you don't have a filter, especially mixed with alcohol, that is one dangerous combination, especially for Mama Karen. But I haven't really seen her go live as much lately. Like, she used to go live every day, all day long, like it was her full-time job. But I think she went live like once, like a few weeks ago. But besides that, she really hasn't been going on her little live tangents like she used to. Karen was like, I haven't talked to you, and I've been mad at Zaria because she wants to talk crazy. And Troy was like, well, if you don't want her to talk crazy, then you need to stop talking crazy. Because if Zaria's not saying something, then you're saying something. It's just a never-ending cycle. Like, you have to be willing to take some kind of accountability and put some kind of effort in if you want the things to change at the end of the day. But it doesn't seem like Karen gives a damn. It just seems like she just wants to smoke a joint and forget about all her problems and be in her own little world. Troy was sitting there talking about some like real depressing shit about his relationship with his mom and how it's not the best, and just pouring his heart out. And then Mama Karen just like, you want to get high? I got some weed. I'm like, oh my god, she's not taking this serious at all. His mama was on one. Like, it seemed like she took like 5 edibles, had her a few Jack and Cokes. I don't know, she was like drunk. It was more than just smoking weed. It definitely seemed like she had a few drinks, which makes sense because as soon as she was done with her encounter with Troy, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go have me a drink. Like, she probably came out like in between drinks from the bar to do that little talk with Troy out on the street. Karen's the type of person that's so unfiltered, you could never trust her on live TV unless they have like some kind of button that they can do a delay in case she says something crazy. So she goes back to go have a little drink, and then Troy went to go get his brother Vaughn, and he went to the cemetery to go see one of his brother's grave sites. So he had a brother who passed away when Troy was just a child. He ended up being shot multiple times. I'm not sure the exact reasoning behind it, but they showed like an article talking about like how his brother had a lot of encounters with the police. I think this was important for them to do. It seemed like Troy and his brother needed to go visit that grave. But I also think that Troy was trying to show his brother Vaughn, like, look, if you do not get your shit together, this could easily be you. You could be sitting here lying right next to him. And Troy was letting everyone know, like, look, we get to live life every day. We can have good days, bad days, but unfortunately my brother doesn't get a chance to experience that because somebody decided to take his life. And Troy was just so torn up about it. I really felt bad for him in this episode. I'm not gonna lie, I had my eyes watering and everything seeing them go through that, because I mean, nobody deserves to lose anybody over something that could have easily been avoided. But that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.